Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to a small topic that is called the writable collections. Okay, similarly, in the first unit of this video itself, we have seen Java collections. We have seen. Okay, what is the Java collections include? Many predefined classes are available in the Java collection like queue, stack, queue, map. Okay, wrapper classes. All these things are combined linked to list. All these called as a Java collections. We have called it as a Java collections. If you observe that one, I will show you that one once. Just a few minutes. See, this is the thing. We have seen Java collections. Okay, here what is this Java collection contains? Okay, this Java collection contains lists, views, sets. The list contains linked list, vector, stack, array list. Queues contain priority queues, dequeues, array dequeues. Sets contains sorted set, tree set, linked hash set, like this. Okay, the Java contains okay, a predefined classes available for the data structures. They are called as Java collections. Similarly, when we come to the Hadoop also, Hadoop contains okay predefined classes available for arrays. They are called as the writable collections. Okay, the Hadoop writable collections is the set of predefined classes for creating arrays and maps. Okay, for creating the writable arrays and maps, there is a predefined classes available in the Hadoop. They are called as the writable collections. When we come to the Hadoop writable collections, okay, there are six writable collection types are available in the Hadoop. In the package org.apache.hadoop.io, here we have six in this particular package, six writable collection types are available in Hadoop. We will see what are those: array writable, array primitive writable, 2D array writable, map writable, sorted map writable, enum set writable. These are the six writable collections available in the Hadoop. Array primitive writable, 2D array writable, map writable, sorted map writable, enum set writable. When we come to these, the first three belongs to the array concept, second three belongs to the map concept. Okay, the second three classes are available for creating the maps. We know in a map reduce program, input in every phase, input and output in every phase in the form of key comma value pairs. Okay, whenever we want to enter the data in the form of key comma value pairs, we use this map writable, sort map writable, or enum set writable. These are used for giving input in the form of key comma value pairs to the map reduce program. Similarly, whenever we want to create array of data in the Hadoop, we use these things. Okay, to create an array of data, we use this array writable, array primitive writable, and the 2D array writable, single dimensional 2D array. And one more extra is the array primitive writable. Now we will briefly see about these things. What are these things? First, we will see the first three categories. Already I told you these three belongs to the array concept in Hadoop. What is an array? An array is a data structure to store a group of similar values. An array is a data structure which can store the similar data values or homogeneous data values. In the C language, C++, Java, Python, everywhere we are seeing. In the Python, we call them as are not arrays. We call it as lists and tuples. Like that, everywhere we are seeing them. Okay. An array is a group of similar data values or homogeneous data values. When we come to Hadoop regarding the arrays, three classes are available: array writable class, 2D array writable class, array primitive writable class. Three are available. Okay, when we come to the first two, first we will discuss about these two: array writable and 2D array writable. Then we will come back to this array primitive writable. Okay, when we come to this array writable and 2D array writable, these two classes are useful for to create array for the Hadoop data types. To create array using the Hadoop data types, we use array writable class and the 2D array writable class. Clear? What are the Hadoop writable data types? We have int writable, float writable, double writable. For every Java primitive data type, corresponding Hadoop writable is available. Okay, byte writable, sorry, byte writable, boolean writable, int writable, short writable, long writable. Okay, double writable, float writable, like that. But for strings, we have the text classes there. So to create an array of Hadoop data types, we use the array writable and two-dimensional array writable. And to create an array of Java primitive data types, we use array primitive data type writable. Clear the difference? These two are used for creating an array for the Hadoop data types. This last one is used to create an array for the Java data type. Directly to create an array of Java values, we use array primitive writable. Okay, for the Java data types. Directly when we want to create the Hadoop data types array, we use array writable and 2D array writable. That is the point you have to remember. Clear the small slight difference is array writable and 2D array writables are useful for Hadoop data types. Array primitive writable is used for Java data types. Now when we come to the first two, array writable and the 2D array writable. These two are used for creating one-dimensional and two-dimensional array. Okay, that is the first point. Next, already we know this one. An array is a homogeneous element. That means all the elements of the array writable or 2D array writable must be of same class. That means all my Hadoop writable classes, same writable class. That means if you want to store, all the values must be either int writable, or all the values must be text class, or all the writables must be float writable. All the values must be double writable, like that. All the values must belong to the same data type class. Either they must be int, float, byte, char, sorry, text, whatever. All must be. Why? Because an array is a group of similar values, homogeneous values only it has to contain. Clear? Is this clear? These 2 points. For Hadoop writable instances, we can use array writable and 2D array writable. Okay, are writable implementations for arrays and two-dimensional arrays of Hadoop writable instances. For creating single dimensional array and two-dimensional array of the Hadoop writable classes, we use array writable and 2D array writable. And all the elements of this array writable or two-dimensional array writable must be of the same class. That means same data type. Now, for example, the syntax for array of text data, I want to create an 1D array of the text data. That means I want to store the names. Okay, how the syntax looks? The syntax will like this. See this one, array writable object. I have taken that name, object name as writable only. You can take any name like this. Writable object name is nothing but the array name. Generally, in the C language, C++, Java, we are regularly taking the names as A. Okay, A of 10, A of 5, like that. Here we are taking array writable of writable. Writable is equal to new array writable of text. That means the parameters are the belongs to text class. That means in this array writable array, we can store only the strings. all the values of this one must be the string. That's why we are declaring here as array writable is equal to new array writable of text. That means it can accept only the strings. Similarly, if you want to give integer data, see the syntax. Array writable is equal to new array writable of int writable. That means it will accept only the int writable value. Okay, this array writable, this writable array, one-dimensional writable array will accept only the integer values. But because we have given the parameter as int writable, it will accept all the values which belong to this int writable class. Okay, here it will accept all the values which belong to this text class. That means, okay, the array writable will accept all the values which are belongs to the same writable instance. That means same writable class, Hadoop writable data type class. It may be in writable archive. Similarly, if you want to create an array of float values, we will write the same syntax. Array writable array name is equal to new array writable of float writable. In the place of int writable, we will write float writable. If you want to create an array of Boolean values, okay, array writable object name is equal to new array writable of Boolean writable. If you want to byte writable. Okay, like that we can create a single dimension array of any of the values. We will see later how to enter values into this one. We will see that one next, or next immediately on next slide we will get that point. Is it clear now? This one, array writable is equal to new array writable of text. Array writable is equal to new array writable of int writable. I think now you got the difference between these two things. Is it okay, guys? Similarly, what is the syntax for guys? 2D array of text data. 2D array writable syntax is similar to that of this one-dimensional array. Okay, here for the 2D array also the syntax is same, and internally how it will store the values means internally it will store the values in the form of 0, the matrix format only, like our normal 2D array. It will also store the data internally in the form of the matrix format only. In the form of two-dimensional matrix only, it will store the values. Clear? 2D array writable is equal to new 2D array writable of text. Yes, specifying 2D array writable is equal to new 2D array writable of text. That means it can accept only the strings here. Similarly, for entering here also to integer data, we can write 2D array writable is equal to new 2D array writable of int writable. Int writable. It will take the values in the form of int writable. It is clear, yes, these two things. Now when we come to this one, array writable today, how to get? There are three main methods available in this array writable two-dimensional array writable classes. The important methods are get method, set method, and 2D two array method. These are the many methods are available in this one. The main methods are these to get, set, and to array. I think by seeing the names get and set, you got some idea. What is the use of the set method? To enter values into that array, we are using the set method. By using the set method, we can enter the values into the array. By using the get method, we can get the values from the array. To retrieve the values from the array, we use the get method. To enter the values into the array, we use the set method. These two will work similar to our get C, put C in the C language, get char, put char in the C language, or scanf codes. Here it will be clear. What about this two array method? It will do what it will do. This method creates a shallow copy of the array. That means exact copy of another array. Copying one array to another array. Okay, for whenever we want to copy one array to another array, we can use the method two array method. By using this two array method, the values of one array will be copied to another array. Yeah. That is the thing. This is the briefly about the first two things. Array writable and two-dimensional array writable. Now we have the last one is there in this one. Array primitive writable is also there. What is this array primitive writable? What is its role? What it will do? When we come to this array primitive writable, already I told you what is this array primitive writable is also for creation of array, but for the Java primitives. Okay, for the Java primitive data type, it will create an array of values which belongs to Java primitive data type. Sometimes in the Hadoop program also, we need to create array of Java primitive values. Directly the values will become from Java program. So for the Java values, we have to create an array. Then in that case, we use the array primitive writable class to creating the array of Java values directly. Since it is creating an array for the Java values, here at the time of creation of array, we have no need to specify the writable class. Whenever by using the set method, whenever you give the value, it will automatically identify the data type of that one. Separately, specifically, we have no need to specify the data type. In the previous example, we are specifying, see, we are specifying which values we are going to store text. We are indicating we are going to store string values in this array. Interwritable indicates we are going to store the integer values. But when we come to this array primitive data writable, okay, here specially no need to specify that class name. Okay, data type class. Why? Because Java primitive values, whenever Java primitive value came, it will automatically recognize its data type. Clear. See, the array primitive writable is a wrapper of the for arrays of Java primitives. The array primitive data type writable is a wrapper of array of Java primitives. That means for Java primitives, it will create an array. Okay. The component type is detected when you call set method. So there is no need to mention the class type of data. For the data we are going to enter, there is no need to specially mention the class type. Whenever the set method is taking the value, it will automatically detect that one. Yeah. The syntax for a text data will be like this. Array primitive writable is equal to new array primitive writable. And when we write writable dot set of morally, it will take consider that one as a text. Similarly for integer also same thing. Specifically, if you observe here in the both syntaxes, specifically we have no need to specify here int. We have no need to specify here string. Java is going to use string and text int. We have no need to specify because it will automatically recognize whenever we are entering the value using the set method. Whenever we are giving the value, it will automatically recognize that one. Clear. This is the briefly the concept of the array writable, array 2D writable, and array primitive writable. Okay. For this one, practically we have to run some sample programs, but currently we can't run. When the time came, definitely we will run that one. Then we install the Hadoop. Clear. See, briefly, again we are repeating one more time. Briefly, the things. Writable collections. When we come to the Hadoop, there are 6 writable collection types. So they are array writable, array primitive writable, to 2D array writable, map writable, horizontal, enum set writable. Next class we will see about the remaining 3 map writable, sorted map writable, and the enum set writable. We will see them in the next class. When we come to this one, array writable, 2D array writable, both belongs to the array of Hadoop data types values, whereas array primitive writable is used for creating an array of the Java primitive values. For Hadoop values, we use the array writable and 2D writable, 2D array writable. But when it comes to Java primitive values, we use the array primitive writable. Array writable and 2D array writable are writable implementations that we have seen already. The syntaxes will be like this. We have to mention clearly, okay, for which class we are creating the array. For int writable, we are creating the array. For text writable, we are creating the array. We have to clearly mention whether it is 1D array or 2D array. We have to clearly mention that one. Clear. So we are mentioning here also for 2D array also we have clearly mentioned for which one we are entering the values. See, when we come to this one, mainly three methods are available here. The three methods are get method, set method. Like their role is similar to printf and scanf to give values to the array. We use set method to retrieve values from the array. We use the get method. Next, to array method is used to create copy one array to another array. Directly for copying from one array to another array, we use the to array method. Finally, when we come to this array primitive writable, it is a wrapper for array of Java primitives. Okay, here no need to specify the component class type. Why? Because when we enter the values using set method, it will automatically detect that one. So especially no need to provide the values. Okay, the syntax for this one will be like this. Okay. Next class we will see the another concept, that is the map writable and sorted map writable enum type. We will see these three things in the next class. Okay. Thank you very much for today's class. Thank you.